lastly, we have a special guest amongst us, Professor Andrew Babatunde Omojela.
He is the Vice Chancellor of Bamidele Olumugua University of Education, Science and Technology. He is a Professor of Animal Science with specialization in animal products and processing, food security. Until his new appointment, he was the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Ibadan. He served as a visiting professor at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ghana between 2013 to 2019. He also served as external examiner at the University of Calabar between 2012 to 2016 and at Osun State University, Osogbo between 2015 to 2018. He served as the head of Animal Products Processing Unit Animal Science Department of the University of Ibadan between 2000 to 2023, Director of UI Teaching and Research 2016 to 2018, a member of Ibadan Senate, member of University of Ibadan Senate 2011 to date, and the Dean of Faculty of Agriculture.
We are also going to be introducing the chairman for today's seminar, Dr. P. Akinto, the chairman of today's seminar. Now you have to sit down.
The presenter for today's seminar.
So let's move to the citation reader. The citation reader for today's seminar is Mr. A.M. Dada. And the rapporteur for today's seminar is Mrs. E.O. Ladoni.
So I'm going to hand over the reading of the citation. So we have to come for the citation reading.
Good morning, everybody. I have the singular honor of reading the citation of Ms. Adeko Adenike Yao. But before I start, this is just one of the occasions that I have privilege of giving her orders, so let me do it start. Ms. Adeko, please, you may have come over here. Most of the time, all the time, I've been receiving orders. She's my boss in the office, so I don't have the privilege, but today I use it. Ms. Adenike Iyabo Adeko was born on the 14th of August 1967 to the family of Nisa and Mrs. Jacob Olaide and Margaret Taiwo Adesoya of Ijebu-Awa, Ogun State. Like we used to call her, Yajebu. She attended Ebenezer Primary School in Kubedo, Ibadan. You are saying? I don't hear. For her primary education and later, she proceeded to for her secondary school at Our Lady of Apostle Secondary Grammar School. That's Mary Way in Ojo, Ibadan. Our quest for knowledge and our passion for computer, then they didn't call it as it was just computer. It was something. Like I was just getting introduced to computer then. Make her to continue a diploma in data processing from the Institute of Data Processing in London. She later proceeded for her advanced diploma in data processing in the same Institute of Data Processing in London, and also diploma in educational management from University of Ibadan. So she's a teacher by training too. Important for her education, she proceeded for her Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma. And later a Master of Science in Information Science from the University of Horticultural University, Ogbomoso. She tied the knot on 27th of August 1994 for Mr. Michael Olumide Adeeko, that we call Pastor Adeeko. Is he inside? Is he inside here? Let's see him. That's the man that took my August house. And has to relocate with this shift from UI India. She got a job in Nihort, and that's where she started her civil service career in 24th October 1994. Ms. Adeeko became the pioneer computer staff of Nihort at the computer room. She had to set up the institute computer room from scratch, and since then she has been actively involved in the growth of the unit up to date. Thank you. She attended various training and programs during her sojourn, and she has been involved in various projects in the institute, especially in the growth of ICT in the institute. For many years, she single-handedly designed, updated, managed the institute database, laying a solid foundation before eventually having team members to assist her. Most of the time when she started the work as a computer staff, she was just a lone ranger before some of us joined later on in the year. So she single-handedly did a lot of computer work for the institute. From appointment as a programmer on level 06, she rose through the rank, normally getting promotion every 3 years to 2 years, to become the assistant director program analyst. Ms. Adeeko is of Christian faith. She has a deep and continuous commitment to her faith, spanning from her student days to her current role. While a student, she was active in the Scripture Union and NFS. Most of us know NFS, that's Nigeria Fellowship of Evangelical Students. So she was very active in those two Christian bodies. Currently, she's a member of the New Covenant Church. She's a woman leader and pastor's wife, mentoring many young adults, both male and female, underscoring her role as dedicated leader, mentor, and spiritual guide. She also has a ministry that focuses on prayer, individual development, which is key to intergenerational transfer of faith and value to her, and invest in the next generation within our community, thereby extending the ministry beyond the pulpit to individual development. I'm married to Pastor Michael Olumide Adeeko, is blessed with 3 wonderful children. Who are all professionals now, are not based in Nigeria. Our hobbies, well, the other one, not mentioned here. Our hobbies are animal husbandry, merchandising. They did not mention this one, I had it myself. No wonder it's known as Iyajebu or Iyalaje. I have the singular honor to present to you the seminar presenter of today, Mrs. Adenike Iyabo Adeeko.
Thank you for that citation. I want to quickly introduce the attendant of some of our IMCs, Dr. M.V. David, Director of Administration, Mr. D.I. Ebenezer Babatunde, Internal Auditor, I'm going to be handing over the mic to the chairman to coordinate the program properly.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You are welcome to the last seminar for this season, 2025. And we want to particularly honor our guest, our speaker for today, Ms. Sadeko, for taking this last seminar of the year. And her topic is the evolution of information and communication technology in National Horticultural Research Institute. I would like to say that things have really transformed from, I would say, analog to digital. As she has highlighted, as we go through presentations, we can see that Nihort was established in 1975, and of course, at that time, there were no computers inside in the institute, not even in Nigeria. And she started as a programmer, and she rose to the rank to become a data analyst. And I would also mention that information technology facilitates communication and also promotes partnership. It fosters collaboration. It also brings the visibility of the Institute Nihort in terms of its activities in the global world, global community. And that's why it's essential that this has come to stay. We really can't do without IT in this modern age. And so we're going to be hearing from her how things have metamorphosed from where it started here in Nihort, I think 1994 till this. And before she comes on to present, I would like to hand over the microphone to our Executive Director, Professor Mohammed Lawal Atonda, ably represented by Dr. H.A. Akintoye for the opening remark.
Thank you very much. I want to apologize on behalf of the Executive Director, who happens to go to Federal College of Agriculture in Ibadan to represent the Executive Secretary of the RCA. Sir, we are sorry. Yeah, we are sorry about it. Because something was impromptu for him, so it just moved my head to that place. And we had to quickly adjust ourselves and put everything in place for this seminar. So this Saturday, we are expecting a very big seminar from you, and we want you to teach us what all of us don't know, and probably extend your knowledge to those people following behind. So I will hand over to the MC to bring forward this Saturday for our presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, standing on the existing protocol, I want to thank everybody for being here. The seminar presentation of today, as the topic is the evolution of information and communication technology in Nihort. It's like I want to give my stewardship. I want to tell you what I've done in 30 years. I've been here for 31 years, and I want to tell you what God has helped me to do in 30 years. This seminar will be broken into 3 parts. Part 1, I'll be talking about Nigeria, because I was at least one of the very few that trained as research scientists when I did. We were not much. And being a girl child then, it was a big thing. But I'm happy I got myself here, and God helped me to work with all the directors. It's a journey of 3 decades. So I want you to follow me. I said it's going to be in 3 parts. I'll talk about Nigeria, I'll talk about Nihort as it is today. And I want to tell you the third part is what I'm looking at in the next decade. And that next decade has started now. So when I retire and I come back, what do I want to see in the institutes? I'm happy, I will live having some good subordinates, I'm leaving some good people because we've worked together for a long time. So follow me. Organization, businesses, individuals in the most efficient and convenient way. You will all agree with me that what we have now is far, far better from where we are coming from. Encompasses not only the technological tool, but the process of receiving, storing, or transmitting digital data. It includes all forms of computing. You know, when we went to school, we did computer science. But now, they are no longer studying computer science. It has been fragmented. So, computer is just the hardware. People are studying software, engineering, and cyber security. So, that's what computer is. That's what ICT is. Evolution of ICT in Nigeria in the beginning. Before the adoption of ICT in Nigeria, communication relied heavily on oral tradition and limited written documents. You will see the picture of a scroll. The first picture was a man with a gun. He's passing information. He's passing information, and the people hearing him, they are receiving information. That's a process, a way. Some are written in scrolls, like the Quran you read today, the Bible you read today, they were written on scrolls. And some people came to put them together. We now have digital Bibles. We have Quran. You don't even need to read. You just need to read on your phone. That's what technology has done to us. You see people at the market square. They are passing information to them. We are not doing markets 5 days time because of so. Our market time has been shifted. That's information we passed. A breakthrough evolution of ICT in Nigeria and the advent of computers. A breakthrough in ICT technologies occurred in the 60s. Computers, internet, and the web changed our lives. The first time computer appeared in Nigeria was in 1963. I was not even born then. When it was used to process census data by Akindolu 2002. You know, when we were in school, and they were teaching us about, you know, the online processing, batch processing, real-time processing. We were learning it, but we don't understand what it is. But now, if they tell you real-time, you know what it is. If you are booking your flight, you book, they put you on your seat, right in your room. That's online, real. have collection of books. Nowadays, I don't think this generation has the opportunity of buying books again. You go to the library, whatever the library has is what you use. But we were buying books then. We were reading those big books, low price edition. It's cheaper because it's not real paper prints, it's newsprint. They used to produce them. That's what we were reading then. And what they taught us then, remember Professor Loga, the first professor of computer science in Nigeria. There was a lecture he came to do for us, and he was telling us there's something called World Wide Web. That the World Wide Web will connect the whole world together. Then it was like fiction. We don't understand. But we shall know that one day something will connect all of us together. And the religious ones amongst us, they were thinking that is when the Antichrist will come. But today, we are all in it. We are all connected. As I am now, my children are watching me. People are sending me messages from all over. That's what technology has done. The information technology policy and the formation of NITSA. I'm trying to lay a foundation of what ICT, how it came to Nigeria, how we embraced it, and what helped us to form our own path in this our own. Created in April of the same year to implement the information technology policy and coordinate general IT development in Nigeria. That book beside it was the paper that was presented then, that was the work plan for the formation of NITSA. And after that, NITSA, we're talking of technology coming to Nigeria. Then, the GSM came. You will agree with me. In 2013, about 83% of the population were active subscribers of mobile phones. The television revolution took 30 years to reach 50 million people. But the internet achieved this in only 4 years by Aboyade 2005. Today, the growth in telecommunication infrastructure has expanded internet connectivity. Let me just explain this area. The advent of GSM helped in promoting the connectivity, the ICT connectivity. You know, before, if you want to make a call, you have to go to Dubai, Nitel, or Nihort to call your relative in UK or US. But now you do that in your room. That's what GSM has done for us. And it helped in connecting us to the world. And that's why everybody can browse on their phones. You don't need to go anywhere and look for network. If your phone does not have a good network card, if it's not clear inside this room, just go out on the field. It will connect. And you are joined to the world. Increasing number of Nigerians gained internet connection. Nigeria's internet sector was long constrained by underdevelopment and unreliable fixed lines. You know them now, Nitel line, hello, all those things. The GSM helped us. economic productivity, and educational advancement. Vision 2020. I'm still laying a foundation. The Vision 2020 was conceived by President Obasanjo in 2006, but it was launched in 2009 by President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. In 2012, the new policy included a document of vision statement and the vision of ICT policy for this country. There are 2 points in the document. To make the country globally competitive and knowledge-based. That's the book that was released there. It's online if you want to read, it's there. Those are the 2 major things that the Vision 2020 brought. To our business of today. See, that's a small internet connection that you can do in your house. You see that router from the globe getting there, and he's also sending it to individuals. If you This is all what Vision 2020 did. Let me go to Nihort, because I don't have time. Evolution of ICT in Nihort. I was appointed by Dr. Adeyemi Mr. S.A.O. Adeyemi on October 24, 1994. Then I was appointed as a programmer on level 6, step 15. You wonder, how come? How can somebody just come in the system and be on level 6, step 15? I was naive then. For 3 years. But actually, the man warned me. He warned me to his side because I faced interviews with the management and the likes of Makuku, Mrs. Taylor, Dr. Denson, Dr. Iguagi. They were bombarding me with questions from left and right. But you know what? As young as I was then, I was very bold, 1. 2, I'm a master of my field. They don't know my field, so I can bamboozle them. This is the computer I met in Nihort. There were 2 second-generation computers. They are in that computer room, the present days we were. And the department was Horticultural and Statistics under planning division there. And there was no staff at all. The whole place was full of junks, dirty. They showed me, I was thinking, will I stay? You will run away. But then I made up my mind I was going to stay. and I stayed, and I'm happy that I stayed. I became the only staff, and mind you, the only staff is the head of unit. Automatically, I became the head of unit. And after that, metamorphosis. This third generation computer was given to Nihort. And the director then was friend to Mr. Adeyemi. When he said he was looking for a computer person, somebody that can work without supervision, my boss then just said, Anike, can you do this? I was like, how much are they paying? Because money is the negotiating power. You see now, the only thing they know is my town. That's what we know. We don't know, but we know. So, I'm now going to talk about the 3 decades I've used from 1994. When I first came, my first job was to train the director there and his management team. So you can imagine a young girl, newly married. The ED will come to my office, the management will come. For now, National Agri Research Project then, headed by the team here, headed by Dr. Denton. Preparation of simple accounting sheets for accounts department. Assist scientists in designing and sometimes the write-up. I think I worked for Dr. Peter. I worked for him. Mr. Abba, senior, a junior. That time I think he was in HND. He used to come to our office, and I interacted with a lot of scientists, helping them to do one thing or the other. Establishment of Nihort, okay, that's second decade. First, left in the office with some people. If not said, bring a document, about 300 pages document, we must produce it and get it done. We work. We don't play around. And God helped us. We were producing documents. So the second decade, that's the establishment of Nihort Resource Center by Professor J. Olabatola. 10 systems were mounted. That time, what I was like, Chairman is shaking here. By God's grace, we can do it. And we were doing it. We connected to DOPC. Planning department, headed by Dr. A.O. Olufolaji. That was when they brought me from the lab to the computer room. And you will agree with me, whosoever is going to work with Dr. Olufolaji must be on your toes. And I did, by God's grace. More staff were recruited. I think that time we had Dr. Olanda for working together. Mr. Yomade working together. Some IT students came, corps members. Increase in staff strength, he increased our productivity. Mandatorily, at a time, there was an order that any job going out of the institute must be from the IT unit. Because of the computerization, we can no longer use typewriter. Well, we were training secretaries. I know quite some secretaries that we trained. We liaised with other departments to produce document planning, to produce all, but at a time I became they don't want to know if I'm pregnant, I'm carrying baby, but we shall follow them. The accounts department, we did so many documents, even some that eventually bibliography database. The librarians will come in place of that, we produced it. And so, and then, around that time, we wrote the first institute website, which was hosted on www.nihort.com. The second decade, computerize them. So I don't even have somebody that can go to ask how to do it. But thank God we are on it today. This is Dr. Professor. The cyber cafe was a thing of that you can use to show off. So we brought the chairman to come and see if the computer is connected, you can browse. And I remember that time, we were King Kong. He knows now, and for me, those are the three people who were working together. We were King Kong. If a professor comes and want to shut you out, we can do that from our desk. But we weren't doing it for our own people. But you know, some people will come, they want to browse. They are browsing some sites that is not accepted. We don't need to talk to you. We just log you out. And you will just see that the system is not going again. You come and enter. Sorry, your time is up. Third decade, that's the one we have just finished. This decade witnessed the merging of ICT units with library and documentation units to form a department. But suddenly, an executive director came, got interested. We refer to that time as dark ages. I told my people, they will bear witness. I told them, when coming from home, we said we are going to work. Ours is to come at 8 and go at 4. If they give us one, we'll do. If they don't give us, just stay in office. And they know I'll come at 8. Under any circumstance, I'll come and I will stay till 4. That's what we signed with government. The way we work. But suddenly, something else happened. A mast was erected. From the ISP was purchased. We started troubleshooting. Diagnostic work was done by staff. We were rendering support services to every department. And this institute website also experienced an upsurge, was migrated and hosted on the new government domain during this period. Yes, you know, God helping us, we've been able to transform the ICT community in Nihort. Madam, can you do this? I said, sir, if you give us what we need, we will do it. We don't need money. Don't give us a project. We are not interested. But just do what we tell you to do. If you do it, we will have internet in Nihort. And I think the internet connection of Nihort has become story for some other research institutes coming to ask how we did it. Now, I want to go to the third part, which is the future outlook. The next 10 years, what do I want to see? If I go away and I come back to visit Mr. Dada, what do I want to see him do? I'm giving him a battle that he has to run with. The ICT is no longer a unit, it's a department. Collaborating, a department that will be a strategic partner in driving innovation, research, and digital transformation. The department will empower all staff, all staff. Everybody becomes ICT compliant. Make technology reliable. The mission of I'm a professional, so I'll do my profession. The department will be working in these following areas, 5 areas: technical support, promoting digital literacy and capacity building, integration of artificial intelligence. For technical support, we will be assisting the institute but in a greater dimension. Updating software, managing the organization's critical apps. There are some apps that are for agric research. We should responsible for overseeing all hardware used within the institute, provision of devices, correcting hardware faults, installing new hardware, and also she's to be responsible for standardizing security measures and take action to lock and wipe devices in the event of loss or theft. Enhancing research and data management. You create a digital and interactive communication. I think is clear enough. Interactive communication between us and farmers, between us and other researchers. that small groups should be connected. Cyber security. With digital growth, in firewalls and intrusion detection. There was one day we just saw that somebody broke into our internet from around the area. A guy called and said, "No, we are on top of it." And to the glory of God, we are on top of it. Promoting digital literacy and capacity building. We have started doing that, but we want to do it. It won't be extension alone. It will be the institute doing it in a bigger form. We should have a database of all horticultural. Is asking us anything on horticulture. We should have a database that is strong. That we can, the organ can always just press some figures, get your information, and answer those questions without even winking eyes. Literacy campaign for farmers. If your fruit looks like this is what you have to do. You know, all those, everybody is using internet now, so we can always get. Bringing AI to use in Nihort operation can lead to more efficient research, improved resource management, and better support for farmers. The AI can help me, can tell me how to look when I'm 70. You know, that's exists. It's the same technology we put into horticulture. What can happen in the next 5 years? Where is vegetable going in the next 5 years? What can we do? You know, use of artificial intelligence. AI can significantly enhance the operations of Nihort by dissemination. How can we do this? Crop disease and pest detection. I know you agree with me that AI can help you do some crop. AI-driven decision support system, training and capacity building, market analysis and supply chain. You know, I told you, I like merchandising. I think I inherited from my parents, my mother especially, and my daughter too is doing the same. Market analysis is very crucial. Some years, palm oil will be very expensive. You can use AI to know. Like this year now, people who planted cassava, they are crying because cassava came down, very, very down. And you know, those are things that AI can help you to analyze. So if you know last year that cassava will not be expensive this year, as a farmer, will you go and plant cassava? And if you know that palm oil will be expensive next year, surely you will buy and bulk cassava this year. That's the work of market analysis. Enhancing research and development. AI will do that for you. See these two appliances, they are AI related. To of that. So definitely you'll be able to decide that we are wetting tomorrow morning. The soil moisture sensor is also here. Drone for imaging. You know, and you take some necessary actions. Then drone for spraying application. Maybe, you know, if there's no rain, you know what happens to maize? The larva will come and eat up those things that will give you your maize cob. So if you detect that easily, you spray your chemical or whatever, it can be an organic material, you spray it and it gives you a relief. Those are the areas I think Mr. Lee and the team will work on. Firstly, I want to thank God for sparing our lives. I want to thank the ED and the management team. Small but mighty. The whole of information and documentation department, she used to say we are one big happy family. And now I want to go to the ICT family. You know, that's my immediate constituency. We've been together for years, at least 20-something years. And we've been working together. We have never fought. There has never been any time. If I say, Mr. Nee, do this, if he's not going to agree with me, he will keep quiet. He will not talk, and he will not relate. He will just be moody. I know that the Owu syndrome in him. Thank you, Mr. Nee, Mrs. Adeyemi, Miss Bolaji, they've been tremendous. I want to thank the guest of honor. He's my daddy, he's my mentor. Professor Majala, thank you, sir, for coming. My friends, all my friends and colleagues, I'm grateful. Thank you very much. I want to thank my husband. Everybody in Nihort knows him. He's my support. He's been very, very supportive. And don't let me talk too much. Thanking God also for my children. God help us all. Lucas, Lois and Adeve, I just adopted one of our staff as a child. And that's Adeve Kusoko. And I have Ifri, the baby. They all sent their messages, and I'm going to play them out. That's Mr. Kusoko.
Close to always impacting and pouring knowledge into people. I wish you many more and bigger platforms. Amen. Congrats.
Congratulations on your seminar presentation. You've really shown that hard work truly pays off, and this is a very good one. I hope this is the beginning of greater things for you. Bye-bye. Good luck.
So, I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you.
For that beautiful, beautiful presentation. It was really engaging, very clear, and you carried us along through your 3 decades here in Nihort. That was a beautiful one, a professorial delivery. Congratulations. I'm sure we all enjoyed that. And we can see that her stay here, her service here at Nihort has been very, very impactful. She has engaged Nihort in training, in building up capacities, and also developing, Nihort's Information Technology Center. I will just go through her presentations and bring out some points that she made that are quite remarkable. We can see that she's rounding up her stay here at Nihort, and she's also preparing to hand over the baton to the team that will be leaving behind, Mr. Dada and his team. So this is really 3 decades of her service here at Nihort. She broke those 3 journeys into 3 parts: Nigeria, Nihort, and of course, the future outlook, which is the recommendation she's giving to our executive director and the management team. We have spoken earlier the importance of information technology, how it plays a very crucial role in communication, in business development, in career development, in research output, and also in fostering collaboration, bringing Nihort even to the global world. We saw how she started as a young employee, and she rose through the ranks to become, on top of her game. She mentioned that at first she was her own boss. I can imagine how she felt then, being someone in the team alone and being her own boss. But she was also able to bring out the best in her, and she impacted on, at that time, the management team. She talked about serving in humility and making impact, bringing out, computer literacy even to the management team. We can see all the monumental changes that has happened here in Nihort. It's really an evolution. We saw how we started here in 1994 with that computer that looks like our father's turntable. You know how our radio used to be, and those albums, those plates that our fathers used to use, and things began to metamorphose to what we have now. We all use sticks. We don't even use CDs anymore. And also she was able to digitalize even the library, and she was able to help in report presentations, research reports, financial reports, and that made life easy for the past directors, particularly when they have to go to Abuja to defend budgets. She was in planning at the point, she was helping, and she did this with very little help. But at that time, computer was still very, very novel in Nigeria. And, you had to actually develop yourself. And it was really fast evolving. That, if you don't act fast, you will be behind. And she did all these things with confidence, which also displayed in her presentation for today. Really say thank you so much, for enlightening us. She also mentioned about the World Wide Web, which is now the global village, the global connectivity that we are all enjoying. As we are here now, we can see that she has even oppressed us with messages from the children and from their spouses. So the world has actually become very, a global village. Wherever you are, you can connect, you can speak to loved ones, and you can share information. You can share your database. You can even learn. There's e-learning, there's e-library. She's mentioned all this. I can remember when we were in the university, we go to Connecticut Library, you will have to hold a handkerchief because you will so sneeze and sneeze and sneeze in trying to get, information for your project or whatever. But now, everything is on your phone, they're on your iPads, they're on your laptops. The whole world has gone digital. We also saw that, Nigeria brought this vision 2020, and it was first introduced by our president, Olusegun, and other presidents came and took it over. And today we are where we are. And it's remarkable to know that in that 2013, we had 50 million television viewers. And in that same season, we had 166.6 million subscribers on information technology. You see how this is advancing, at a very, very fast rate. So Nigeria has to be in that digital world. If not, we'll be in the dark age. And thank God that we are not. Even our banking, we know how we will transfer all these apps, from our bedroom, from our offices. Things have gone even beyond our imagination. And that is how life is evolving. But sometimes if we don't work with it, we will be left behind. Much about the World Wide Web. You saw that people were saying, this introduction, is it not anti-something? You see the world is coming to an end, but the world is moving at a very fast rate. So we all have to be in that space. We're also thankful because she was able to, in part of the team that established the Nihort Resource Center. I also remember when we first came in 2005, we saw that cyber cafe, and that was where we were always all going to get information from the 10 computers. You have to go early and book, and that served also even the Egyptian community. People were coming from outside to come and use Nihort's cyber cafe, and that was where I also always saw that. I was thinking it was part of Nihort staff at the time. I now realize that, that is Mr. Adelka, but he was also always there, also looking for information. I also want to make known some of the recommendations you have made. You have proposed that the ICT unit should become a department. The ED has heard, the management team is here well represented. So all those things will be passed across. Also the AI, artificial intelligence you have mentioned, yes, it's very important for prediction in areas of disease detection and also early intervention. That will also help us in our cultural advancement. I would like to close that now you have built that unit. We now have 9 staff as opposed to 1 that we had in 1994. This is remarkable, and we are grateful that Nihort has also evolved. We are now well positioned even to be able to foster ahead. Thank you so much for that beautiful presentation. Can we give a another round of applause? I would like to hand over the microphone to the Executive Director, Acting Dr. Akintoye.
Thank you very much, but I would prefer the guest to speak first.
Good morning, everybody. Incidentally, this will be my first official assignment as Vice Chancellor of the Institute. What we have all listened to today is enough to give Mrs. Adeko a title of interest. I watched her read out all the information. It was like a professor delivering a good natural. So, the information you did not tell others was I will share the same thing. Not the same year, the same day, same month. Welcome. One good thing, when there was English, you say you are on top of it. fully on top of it. And while you are talking, you kept on mentioning where there's a problem, you tell them to be on top of it. And you see that. And one other good thing is that you are living a good team. You mentioned something that you never had a fight with your team.
Thank you, sir. From your presentation, madam, what actually excites me about your presentation is
when you were talking about the early 94, 93 stuff, I could remember as a student in UI at that time at IIT, I went to this front of UI, what do you call it now? That big complex, that big complex. So I parked my car with my bag inside the car. Before I came out, the bag had been taken away, and all my write-up about my thesis was inside the bag. Kai, I was, because there is no computer, you have to handwritten do those stuff. After crying for almost 3 days, my late friend, Dr. Peter, came to me and said, look, boy, forget about that, let's start again. You have the data and you have everything. And after we started that time, my supervisor in IT,
I gave our secretary my first 2-3 chapters to type for me. Without waiting, I made the secretary. If I see that job again in your hand, sir, he now gave me a backing touch. I should type it back. And that was the changing thing to me, how to use computer. I typed my thesis
by myself, read all the graphs and all stuff about my thesis. So that time, to this time, things have actually changed. And you see people moving towards AI. But I want to ask you a question. Good, you mentioned that you are having a formidable force behind by the time you decide to exit the system. As of today, the work that has been done in past couple of years now, is there any way you can put everything under a file for any new staff that will be coming to Nihort? Will first of all go to the library or whatever computer unit, browse everything from the beginning to the end, and be able to know, oh, okay, I will not reinvent the history or the work that has been done by other people, and where can I make an impact? I want information on that. Then you mentioned about drone in predicting agricultural production. I know some farmers have lost heavily from cassava this year now because the price went down completely. And you know that at times the price of tomato will increase, and at times you regret farming tomato in the first instance. So I need information on that, and I want you to also give us something in the institute that we can predict what is going to be the price of tomato maybe in 2027 or the year in 2027, and all those so that people will know, am I going to make a profitable venture from tomato in 2027 or 2028? They should be able, if they come to Nihort, we should be able to tell them some few things on what to do. I think I will rest my case now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we would now go to the management team. If they have any questions or comments or contributions they would like to make. Yes, sir.
Mine is a brief commendation.
I like your historical perspective. In those days, I don't like it. I thought you were a joker. But recently, I was studying the development of China. China and Nigeria were 50 years ago. All of them living under poverty, $1. But now, in 50 years, see the margin between Nigeria and China. And they posted their, just like Professor Adeyeko is trying to say, they gave us, how they moved within 50 years, lifting almost everybody out of poverty. I found out that majority of us are just doing science, we don't know history. How can you be a good scientist without knowing where you are coming from? So I want to commend you for this historical perspective you have given us. Honestly speaking, as my Vice Chancellor has said, majority of staff there are more than emeritus professors by their outputs. Because if you go to university, the difference is clear. Practical experience, productivity and so on. It's not the matter of just doing AI and you get professor. But these people have gone over the heat. My recommendations, I don't know, or suggestions, looking at China development Nigeria, and to top it, I was in a conference outside the country. They had United Arab Emirates, they had scientists from around the world. And the organization in Nigeria alone, almost in UI alone, there were 5 professors. Everything sponsored. What did they employ them for as consultants? Just to shift their economy from fossil fuel or petrol to agriculture. And they now have everybody from around the world. Why? They are not finished. It's just like learning history before you start an innovation. So, on this background, I want to suggest that, and it's not only Nigeria, around in the third world country, in sub-Saharan Africa, we are not proactive. Proactive in the sense that as we are leaving the party for Niyi and the team, let's think ahead. Because I've discovered, not only in Nigeria, that we are talking of AI now. Technologies have gone beyond that. So how do we become proactive so that we can accommodate all these exigencies, so that we will not be, it is when people are living, when countries are living AI, Nigeria, what people are living, you are now starting. You will not be competitive, it will not be proactive. So I just want to learn, giving this suggestion, finally, what is the difference between AI and machine learning? Because now they are talking of machine learning again, so that we don't fill in the gap. Sorry for taking your time.
Thank you very much, sir. Many other questions from the IMC members? Now, I think our time is fast spent. We're only going to take one question because we're going to have another meeting very soon. So just one question, please, from the House. We only have one slot, please. Just one.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Okaku David. I'm a Liberian. From the City University. I listened to the lecture. It was great, nicely presented. A round of applause for her. I want to talk something that has to do with IT and Liberianship. A lot of knowledge must have emanated from Nihort over the years. And, I start from one of the questions raised there. This knowledge majorly domicile and reside within this institution, and the world needs them. When we talk about AI is predictive, and it anchors its strength on big data. When these data are not available, then AI has little or nothing to offer. Now, someone asks a question: how can, one predict, like say 2 years time, 3 years time, the cost of tomatoes or what vegetable will be like, all those things? If the research coming out from these institutions are not out there, it will be difficult for AI to predict accurately. That means the resources coming out from this institution, they must work with the library effectively to create a repository that will be online. And it is through this repository that they can have predictive studies that AI will harvest and predict accurately. Without it, and that is why the world now, they see Africa like a dark continent. A lot is going on here. A lot of research is taking place. But this research lies within the four walls of our institutions. And even when you check other professors abroad, you see citations of thousands in a particular article. But you see our professors are struggling with 50, 100, not because they are better off, but because their information is out there, is being harvested, is being used. But ours reside majorly within us, and the only thing to put it out there is if we digitalize them, put them in repository, make them open access. That is what the world needs now. And through that, then we can have good predictive studies from AI, and we have something to offer the world. Thank you.